All right, let's look into the film. This will be like an observation look at Dak Prescott every throw versus the Jets. He was 31 for 38, 255 yards in this game. He averaged right at 6.7 yards per throw. League average is 6.5, so that's just above it. And keep in mind, this is a new offense, new scheme, new way of them doing certain things as far as principles. You see Dak Prescott get the ball out quicker in this particular setup, and I kind of like it, by the way. This Tex Coast offense, you see him throwing it and getting it out of his hands faster. Now, with that being said, he have full control of the offense. Mike McCarthy calling the play, and he have several options to either audible out of it, change it into a run, or change up some of the formations of it, but the principle still will be the same.
Todd Archer with ESPN. I assume every scheme, the quarterback's footwork is tied to routes by the receivers. There's been a lot of talk about that with you guys. What's different, or what's more involved in your scheme than others?
I think it's a philosophy. We've talked a little bit about this. There's a lot of ways to attack a defense. There's drop back passes, there's 7-step drops, there's 5-step drops, there's all these different ways you can attack it, but we are a timing and rhythm drop back passing team. And what that means is our breaking points for the receivers are taught to where they know progressions. I've been in some systems, and I've had my own system where we didn't want the receivers to know the progressions, because there's like, hey, coach, I'm really clear on this. Like, you telling me I'm a clear out? Like, really, I'm just running for the love of the game. But that's not the way we believe in it here. We're going to tell them, yeah, you got to take the corner out of there so we can throw the ball back in behind you. But everything, they understand the progressions. And so if they're a 2 or a 3 in the progression, they know that they can get their depth. The number one mistake that most young players do at the skill positions is they're short. Their time clock goes off and they're a little bit short. Let's say it's a 16 or 18-yard in cut, right? And they're only at 13 or 14. Well, from a quarterback standpoint, they think the receiver thinks they're open, but they're not, because there's a movement piece underneath them. So it started day one when the players came back. And it's like, hey, you guys need to understand the timing of the QB's footwork, because you're going to understand the progression and how it relates to your depth, your landmark, all those things. We just played a really good defense that's all what we call vision-based defense, which means that when they're dropping in their zones, all eyes are on the quarterback. And so those windows aren't open for very long. So if the time clock is off, either by the quarterback not being firm on his back foot, or the receiver being short, or getting rerouted a little bit too far inside of his landmark, it affects the efficiency of the passing game. And I think we've kind of explained and sold to our guys, and they believe that when our time clocks are right, both with the receivers' route detail and the quarterback's footwork, we're pretty difficult to defend.
You can even hear Brian Schottenheimer. He would talk about landmarks, and on top of that, the depths of the wide receivers in correlations to the quarterback's footwork. So, hey, this is a great thing for the Cowboys in general. You want to attack the underneath. You see them playing the zone cover look, and Dak Prescott look off the safety over the top, and he's able to connect with my guy C.D. Lamb, who did a wonderful job in this game. Had over 140 yards and over 10 receptions, I believe. So that's good. And we are seeing that the Cowboys are utilizing their weapons. And sometimes when you look at this particular offense, just like what Brian Schottenheimer said, even though you may see someone clear out underneath, that could be their assignment. So the progressions will be different. Sometimes we will look at it from a perspective of, hey, this guy is open or that guy is open. But in actuality, the play is designed for X, Y, and Z players. So I do like seeing this, Cowboy Nation, and just take the underneath. Remember, touchdown, if that's not there, check down. And there's nothing wrong with checking down, especially against one of the better zone cover defenses in the National Football League. I think the Jets last season were ranked number 2 overall, and number 1 was the 49ers. So this is good to see that we were able to carve up those boards for those amount of yards from Dak Prescott, especially throwing a 86.7 QBR in this game. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, in 119 passer rating. Dak Prescott drops back. He didn't see anything, so he takes it with the Mississippi State legs, and he kind of power in there, and he get the necessary yards for the first down, and you see him dapping it up. So, hey, everybody's pretty much covered. You can argue that he could have hit my guy 18 there, but it's across the route, and that's 18 versus Sauce. Give me the Mississippi State legs and run it. And this is a touchdown on, dare I say, number one. He was there in the area there, and that's Sauce Gardner. And that's what I like to see. Dak Prescott getting the ball out to his tight end, who we can all say going to be his number one target down the stretch, especially in close quarters right here. Yeah, get in there and find a soft spot in the zone. Good catch, good touchdown. Dak Prescott scans, look left, bam, underneath. These quick throws, what you want to do, just imagine an umbrella. When they play this style of defense, right, what you want to do is attack underneath the umbrella. Don't hit over the umbrella, because that's where they want you to be at. And in this particular defense, you just want to continue to hit death with 1,000 cuts. Shout out to my guy 42. Deuce was able to double catch it right here. Probably had a little nervous jitters, but Dak Prescott get the ball out, and he's able to secure the catch here. Keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. These Jets are hitting him every chance. Now, 89 is a clear out. And then you have my guy, this is a tight window throw. Great slant by my guy, CeeDee Lamb. And, yeah, he fumbles at the end, but watch Tyler. Be honest. Yes, indeed. But this play is with scheme and concept. 89 to the flat. Hey, the linebacker got to have that responsibility there, and it was just enough space to get that opening for CeeDee Lamb, and that ball had to be right on the money. If he were to, anyway, shape, form, or fashion, hesitate on that ball, is picked off. So that is what big boy throws supposed to look like in tight windows, and you got to give him an A+ on that one. So when we do the good, the bad, the ugly, that is on the good side. One can argue you got to throw another category in there, Law, which will mean great. That was a great throw. All right, so we see 3-by-1 formation here. Play action. Dak rolls to his right, and he's looking, keeping his eyes down the field and get the small necessary yards, and that's from my guy, Jalen Tolbert, who stood tall in this game, and he was able to make the necessary catches there. And that's against Sauce, right, on Sauce's side. And I like seeing that. And the Cowboys are utilizing, hey, if this the man underneath, then we hit him. We're not going to force anything. Here's Dak rolling out to his left, and then you see an action here. And with that being said, my guy, C. Dangerous Lamb, is open. Look, average yards of separation, we were bottom half of the league last season. Keep this in mind. We will not be there for the 2023 season. As you can see, there's no other defender in the proximity where CeeDee Lamb is catching this ball. And I like seeing this and just getting the necessary yards, moving the chain, and taking what the opposition is giving you. Let's not force anything. Here's Dak Prescott under center. They motion, they present power and play action. Let's throw it to it. And, hey, motion man wins. Get the first down. Move the chain. And that is the second-year guy, Jalen Tolbert. You know, one can argue, hey, you can chalk that up as a number one guy, you know what I'm saying, as a rookie, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, we're going to leave that untouched there. And he did that on Sauce Gardner, by the way. Here's Dak Prescott getting the first down. You know, I think they spot whooped us on the other play, but that's okay. Dak get the first down. A little stack formation to the right, a motion. You see the motion man, so we know that they're in some shape, form, or fashion in man. That goes off of his first read, which was 87 was open. I'll give him, hey, that was a bad move right there. Nah. Just give it to him because he still got the first down and he trusts his weapons, right? Shout out to Tony Pollard for breaking the tackle there and getting upfield close to the first down. He didn't get the necessary first down there, but we look at those things, just the underneath plays, being able to get those things going for you and moving the chain. Dak Prescott drops back. Great design by the coordinator here for a comeback route. Sometimes you got to do that. Not saying that we take away all of the hitches or the comeback, but hey, you're playing with leverage. The ball was inside and no one there. And I like seeing that just making the catch, securing the catch by number 18. He looks pretty good. Dak Prescott drops back, throws it. Hey, pressure in the face. That's what this defense do. So the play was all broken up. They figured out a way to get pressure in the face, and it was a good throwaway right here. I don't see anywhere else Dak Prescott could have made a throw for it on that particular deal there. So a good throwaway here, live to fight and play another day. Dak Prescott looks left, throws it, and this was the only catch by my guy, number 13, Michael Gallup. You guys know, 3 yards, man, and it looked very weird there. And he's been having one of those slow starts of the season, so we'll see what he do next game. And, of course, Gallup, hey, we need for him to step up. I get it. A lot of people want to ship him off, but keep in mind the season is long, and Gallup will get back into good shape and form over here. But that was a good contested catch by Gallup. Fight for it. Got the necessary yards there. Here's Dak Prescott, drops back. Keep this in mind. He went for 13 for 13, and he tried to force feed Gallup here in the sea of jets right here, sea of green, and it was incomplete. Remember, that probably was the progression off of this particular play, depending on this 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's a 5-step, right? Yeah, play action. And I don't know where else he could have went with that, but hey, that's how they drew that play up. It was incomplete, bang, bang. That was an ugly play. So we got the good, the bad, the ugly. You can put that as an ugly, and we can put this one as an ugly too. Tolbert looks for the flag, or the other guy looks for the flag. The ball was just uncatchable. We've seen a similar play like this in practice, and you want that ball to be all the way onto the outside shoulder, and he threw it to the inside here, and he overthrew him, you know. So I would give that as a bad play right there. You're not going to be perfect in this game. Like I said, he was 31 for 38. All plays didn't look spectacular here. You want that ball to be more on the inside, away from the defender, and either the outer boundary can catch it or the receiver. And that was just for what it was on that particular play. Here's my guy Deuce. He's able to find the soft areas here in the flat and just keep the ball moving, right? Trying to get them up out of the defense. And keep this in mind, in Texas Coast offense or West Coast offense, you would see a lot of short gains. You would see a lot of short passes, which they utilize those short passes as run plays too. So we see in my guy, what a crazy catch by my dog over here, CD, for him to get hit, to still hold on to the ball. It had to be at that height, because any lower, shoot, I don't think he's catching that. So Dak Prescott put it right on him in between that tight window there, and he's able to excel and get that. And shout out to my guy CD Lamb. It should have been a flag in my opinion, because that is a hit on a defenseless player. But that's a whole nother story. We would never get that over here in Cowboys land, right? But he came down with the ball, landed correctly on his back instead of his neck. Play action, rolls out to his right. Yeah. He caught him right there underneath. Good play. Back to CD Lamb. Hey, that's what you want to do right here. And if 13 got to block down the field, we like seeing that. Cowboy Nation. Here's Dak. Good footwork. Near pick. He just got to trust himself. He got to trust his offense. He got to know 1, 2, 3, out. You know, but that hesitation right there allowed the defender to nearly pick this off and be a pick six. So he got to trust that. I give him an ugly on that. But, hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So the dude dropped that, and, hey, that's their problem. Here's Dak Prescott. You got to have a short-term memory. Forget about it, and then continue to move down the field. We see Kevontae Turpin. All 155 pounds of him is able to get this first down, and he points with an authority. Dak Prescott, quick read, quick ball out, and he had to, because he got hit as he threw the ball. So this defense, I don't think that the Cowboys are going to face another defensive front like this until they see the Niners. Maybe when we see the Giants again, maybe you can throw in the fact that the Eagles could have a front like that. But the discipline and the nature of the way the Jets play, man, they're ferocious. They fight and they contest on every throw. They got dogs out there, and I believe that this team did a great job of just controlling, playing balanced football, letting Dak cook right here. And incomplete pass to number 88. You can't catch them all. That's okay. Just have that short-term memory. Kill them underneath with the – there we go. Screen right here, and my guy just dived in it. That's what I'm talking about. 42. That's what we need to see. Just use him. as one of those guys to make them pay. Underneath, use the pass game as your run game. Got blockers in front. There you go. And just squeeze good patience right there. Flip right on in for the first down. Point to where we trying to go. Here's Dak Prescott here. Sneaks out from this angle. And watch how he just flip off in there. Yeah! Sauce with the tackle is credit with the tackle there. And now feed the baby. Give the ball to him, right? And he goes, he should have hurdled over him, But that's another first down. That is a good series by Deuce Vaughn, right? Patient run, squeezes out on the edge here. And, hey, they didn't know he was there until it was first down. I like seeing this. Dak Prescott under center. And, yeah, this is another angle of it. Watch, that dude he can't really take his legs out. You know what I'm saying? He's already low to the earth. I like seeing his play action. He goes right. Ball is a little off kilter there, but good hands by Tony Pollard. I like seeing this, right? Help your quarterback out. Just a one-hander right here. And good way to secure that ball. I would give him a bad throw on that one if you want to, but I give it a better catch, right? Bad throw, better catch by Tony Pollard. That's how we got to look at it. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, shotgun. Motion 88. Looks to the 88 way, and he's able to come down. Incomplete with it. He's pointing like he caught it, but, hey, we know better, right? So pay attention to the motion, man. I think that with these type of plays, they're trying to figure out how they can get better in the red zone, but keep in mind, everybody covered. You got pressure in the face. And, of course, ball is there, but the defender just made a hell of a good play getting that ball up out of there. I think the Cowboys were 2 for 6 in the red zone. If you want to account that they did get the 2-point conversion, you can count that. But outside of that, they were 2 for 6. I think that if we're able to get a call as a pass interference from the defender on Michael Gallup, they could have extended this one. Or if Dak Prescott just was a little bit faster, he would have been able to hit Gallup in the end zone here. But great play by number 94 to be able to squeeze in and get my guy here. As we all can see, this is an observation analysis. Let's just rewind. Not no real film breakdown here, but just observation. As he dived at the legs of Dak Prescott. See, this guy's already down, and he's down. If Dak Prescott was able to just break free, 13 is able to catch this for a tub. So those are things that you look for, hustle and bustle from the Jets defense to be able to stop this touchdown right here. Shout out to him, number 94. Dak Prescott drops back, throws it, and it's a flag here. Hey, one of those things that's good observation. You seeing that the guy's holding here, and this will be a spot foul, and the Cowboys able to get the first down. I do like the aggressive approach right here at this moment. Dak attack is back, and there you go. You can't do that in the National Football League. You can't hold on to cloth like that. Here we go. And then Dak Prescott goes with the touchdown here to Luke Schoonmaker. Just a great play altogether, utilizing your tight end in the money zone, red zone, green zone, and getting the opposition to go one way, fake it, and then you have options. Yes, indeed. And he trusts in his vision. Look, 13 personnel is what we ran this out of. And I believe that the Cowboys are utilizing all of their tight ends and their weapons to create the mismatch here. And if we can continue to utilize those things, boy, we'll be great in this space. And this is the 2-point conversion, I believe. Tony Pollard is able to dive right in there, following 40 ounce with the great block in the lead way, baby. I think if I can make any correction to the Cowboys red zone approach, use 40 ounce. Look at them. Bam. Jump right on in there. I love what I'm seeing from the Cowboys in this particular space, especially out of this package. Use 40 ounce more. Yeah, 57 didn't want nothing to do with that. And we dive in for 2 points right here. That was a good play. Here's the formation here. We got 3 on the left side of the field. We got the tight end on the right. So the Cowboys are doing the variations of a 3-by-1, but with your tight end down on the LOS to sneak out. Dak Prescott don't like what he sees. He's audible out, and he's seeing that they're trying to play a disguise cover 1 look, right? And, of course, this play is where you see Dak Prescott make the audibles here. And he knows that Tony Pollard, all he have to do is break away from that one safety on top if we get a hat on a hat from everyone else. And he nearly made a house call off of this. Hey, the matchup, the lineup looks great. Tony Pollard, he just had to beat one guy, and it would have been a house call. Nevertheless, I do like this formation. I do like the fact that Dak Prescott, he pointed out the mic. He made the necessary line adjustments. He read the defense pretty well. He knew there was a pretty much run-stopping formation. On top of that, hey, they showed their hand. 3 is the only person Tony Pollard got to beat into the hole, and they did just that. They matched up everything, hat on the hat, and 3 got down there and kind of slowed everything else down. I like the read. I like this altogether. And this quick throw based off of formation, based off of what pretty much the umbrella is giving you. Remember, you tack underneath that umbrella. Don't try to tack over it, right? We don't really have burners like that to take the top off of it, especially at this down and out distance. So, hey, just take what the opposition is giving you. And right here, great play. Me and my guy Okoye, he broke this play down like a fraction. Go back, check out the last video, and you will see what all happened off of this one. But I do like the average yards of separation. And you see Sauce, he's on that side. You got to attack sometime where they thinking that you will not go at. And this is what I like to see. My guy underneath able to clear out the actual linebacker to create space for CD. And speaking of that, look at good old Cavante Turpin with the dirty yards. Yards after catches, everything. And I like seeing that. And at 155 pounds, not afraid to get upfield. He knows he's going to get hit, spin into it, and get some dirty yards. Yes. Yak. That's yak action. We were bottom half of the league last season. Keep this in mind. We would not be there. That's a place that the Cowboys would not be at due to the way that the Cowboys dial up these plays right here. This was a play that I wanted to show that we should have scored off of if 89 cut back inside just a little bit sooner. So these small little things that I believe that the Cowboys should be able to clear up, fix up. Hey, they got a hat on the hat. Look at 40 ounce on the outside. Look at 87. Hey, this guy's creamed. You know what I'm saying? He done. You know, you might as well cook him. Let me just say what my guy would say.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
No doubt, man. So you see right here, if my guy just go ahead, cut right in, all of this opening right here is your touchdown, right? So instead of creasing it all the way to the edge, these boys did their job, don't get me twisted, but the touchdown is right here, that box right here, but he keeps moving to the outside where the defender is at, and they stop him. So there are some things that the Cowboys going to have to work on and plus improve on. And, hey, this is only game 2, so hopefully game 3, game 4, game 5, we see some corrections here. Dak got to put a softer touch on this. The ball was just too fast, too tall as well, and my tight end is not able to haul it in for the tub. So, hey, that right there, he's going to have to improve on. I give him an ugly for that. We had to settle for a field goal. Keep attacking underneath. Although the ball was incomplete, not going to be able to catch them all, but we can look at it from here on how we attacked in this particular game. Continue to attack underneath. I see nothing wrong with that. Cowboy Nation, play action. Dak Prescott drops back, throws it, attack him again underneath. Get the first down actually off of this play. So in this game, some people say, hey, he was very conservative. Nah, I think that the Cowboys dialed up a plan that was very wise, very smart, cerebral. You do not want to attack right in where everybody is at. You kill them underneath, you run underneath, you continue to have the depth of 1,000 cuts, and before you know it, they will break. And these are great yards moving the chain. Number 23 is able to catch this ball and get north of 10 yards off of it. And you see 40 ounce in the backfield. You see all of that. And bam, good block by 87. One thing you got to say with this Dallas Cowboys offense, they blocking downfield. And, hey, keep attacking and get out of bounds. Know when it's time to give up, huh, Tony Pollard? Yes, indeed. Secure the yardage and just get out of bounds. Live to fight another day. Hey, you're already up continue to do this against the number 2, the number 1, number 3 defenses out here and continue. Orbital motion right here. You see Dak Prescott looks there, and he finds another wide open guy, yards of separation. There's nobody close to him because this Cowboys team is able to pick this Jets apart because they figured out this will be the soft area in the zone. This will be the area that we have to attack. And Mike McCarthy is having his way with this particular team. And keep this in mind, not all plays going to be solid. Nevertheless, there's principles, concepts, schemes, all of that will build your team all the way up. And especially if you are looking sharp like this week 2, can you imagine week 4, week 5, and beyond that the Cowboys will be in a better light? And I like seeing this from the Cowboys, not forcing anything, taking what the opposition giving, and on top of that, run when necessary. The Cowboys did a great job at all of this, and this was the touchdown that was called back. You can call it ticky-tack because 77 hit that man well after, he was beyond. Watch. He couldn't stop him anyway, but that is what it is, So here we go. We try to score again, and we just never got able to move it from here, and I think we had to settle for a field goal. So what I counted for is at least we should have been with 2 more touchdowns juxtaposed to field goals, right? If we clean up and clear up some things underneath, and I think that the Cowboys will do just that. The good thing about that, you don't play the Jets every week, right? Not everybody got this type of personnel. And we can say, when you look back at 87, he improved. He absolutely improved from week 1 to week 2. So normally these young guys, give them chances, give them opportunities, and y'all see us doing the Landry shift more often, Cowboy Nation. That's all of my thoughts on the Cowboys. This is my observation. Dak Prescott, 31 for 38, 255 yards, right at 86, 87 QBR, give or take, 119 passer rating. Those are great things. And CeeDee Lamb was the featured guy, so I like seeing that as well. Featuring CeeDee Lamb and attacking underneath. Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below. Grade this particular game. Game 2. Dallas Cowboys versus Jets. Last week, I gave them a B because of the rain and because of all of the situation that we had to go up against. Hey, I have to give the Cowboys an A. Not an A-, not an A+, just a flat-out A in this game because of the style and kind of caliber of defense we went up against. If it was just any other defense, I would give us another B. But post me your grades down below. That's every throw by Dak Prescott. Game 2 versus the Jets. DC for life, not for short. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.